What goes on, gang? What's the deal? What is the deal? How's everyone
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Vietnam. No, I mean USA.
doing?
I
Good
mean,
morning, Vietnam. Man, that's a great fucking movie. What a
how's everybody feeling today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Don't forget, drop a like. We sometimes all forget to do that. Up to the channel if you haven't done so, and share it with your friends, please. Much appreciated. Happy you guys are here.
sir. Yes, sir. I'm feeling like 93 million rupees. Right, gang? Anybody else feeling like 93 million rupees? No? Okay. I am. Only feats. Only feats. All right, yo, let's get into a little breakdown. The 4 hours. 4 hours coming up here, right? We had a bullish closure. We've created a bottom wick for the previous 4 hour, which means we've also, no, we have not created a bottom wick for the daily. We got close there, but bounced off a 4 hour support, looking like the 4 hours should come up, fill the wick to the upside. The 1 hour. The 1 hour is stuck in a chop, and it can't get out of it. All right. Very simple. Very simple here today. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if the smaller time frames want to align. Hey, small time frames. Do you guys want to align? So yeah, 79. Sells below 79 and buys. Well, there are no fucking buys. Yeah, this is gonna take quite a bit for us to get some buys here. Let's see, 15, 30. All right, it's possible. If we get this closure above 48.01 and we get a bottom wick for 930, I'm down to fill this wick to the left and start heading towards 48.22. Right, maybe even 48.30 areas. We start coming up here, I think we should smash all these levels. 48.10 is target, but after that, all these closures to the left, they've already had wicks bump into there. I think next time we come up here, we should be able to smash these wicks and right up higher. Have not been to this resistance yet, or this, so yeah, looking like we should come up after that 4 hour bottom wick, but this is the last hour of the 4 hours, so let's see what happens. News is out of the way 30 minutes ago. That volume is playing out right now, and NYSE Open is on the horizon. That's what we're going to look to take advantage of. Really do not like buys at the moment in any case. A lot has to happen here for buys, but maybe, just maybe, NYSE Open will play nice. Stay put, stay ready, and yeah, I think we'll get some decent positions here today. Where is everybody? What's going on, guys? I need money. More money. Moving on up, 4,800 tap right there. We called 4,800 yesterday. 4,800! Made sense on the 4 hour. Am I getting old, chat? I'm not feeling like ice cream for breakfast today. Like, it's been a really weird feeling. Like, gotta have some ice cream. But then I'm like, I don't want no more ice cream. I'm ice creamed out. I'm all creamed out. Don't. I think I'm gonna cut my hair again. Fucking thing's getting heavy. Again. Trying to avoid that hernia pain. Hey man, just want to say thank you for being here every single day. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here every single day. Well, and thank yourself for showing up. Right? Don't want to miss no days. Never know when's your lucky one. Never know which day is your lucky one. Don't show up today. Today might have been it. Might have been the day that changes your life. And show up. Jay Wicks made it. Buying out the floor on a boot card. What I missed. You're fucking next level right now, Bougie. Yeah, I'm gonna be online for some cards tomorrow. I think there's a drop happening tomorrow. Sorry, gang, my headphones are dying. So I'm gonna put them on charge for give me like 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna put my headphones on charge. I could be here without the headphones. I won't hear you guys, but you can kind of yap around and chat amongst yourselves. It's gonna give me a reason to also smoke this fat Jamaican joint. I'm gonna be right back. Give me a couple of minutes. Not leaving. I'm on the other side of this screen smoking this joint while this headset gets like charge time. Yo, I don't know. I've never woken up like this. I feel like I got punched in the face. I feel like this whole side, I'm not swollen. It's just feels like a bruise. Every time I touch here, feels like a bruise. And my hand, like right here from the knuckle through my index finger, feels swollen as well. Feels like a bruise as well. So I'm like, yo, did I fight the demons last night? Like, what the fuck was happening? I feel like I punched somebody in the. Matter of fact, I feel like I punched myself in the face because my fist hurts and my face hurts.
I was about to say, did you punch somebody in the face? It looks like you did yourself.
It looks like I punched my. It doesn't even look like it. It feels like it. Like my fucking fist hurts and the side of my face hurts. It feels like a bruise. Dog, you know how you use this finger? You know how you put the shoe on and you be putting the finger on the back of your shoe to just slide the back of your foot into the back of the shoe? Like, you be holding the shoe back and I know what the fuck I'm talking about?
When you stick your finger and then, yeah.
In the back of the, instead of the spoon, you know how you got the little spoon that helps
I think
you
it's called a tongue, but yeah.
In
I don't know
Russian,
that
it's called
thing.
a spoon. Anyway,
Okay.
so for me, it's a direct translation. Um, but yeah, so I do that instead. I do that with my finger, and I try to do that with my finger. I couldn't. My fucking thing, it feels like a big ass bruise. Wait, what is it called again? What did you say?
I I think it's called a shoe tongue, or I don't know. I
A shoe
forgot, to be
tongue.
honest with
Yeah.
you. Let me check.
No, a
Hold on.
shoe tongue is the thing in the front.
Yeah, the tongue on the top, but yeah, hold on. Or shoe insert. No, not that. Hold on. Let me check. I forgot.
Motherfucker went to get a thesaurus and shit. You over here checking for the similes.
A
The
shoehorn. There
shoehorn.
you go.
There it
There you
is.
go. Yeah, shoehorn.
Where would we be without Nadia? I call my gun Nadia. What she said, Hadia? Badia. Ours. 309 sell orders just came on at 48.10. Market X? Oh, no. Hold on. We didn't get there yet. Oh. They hopped on the books so the market could get there. Watch. It's going to get closer. And delete,
30,
delete.
55 pips away.
It would suck. That kind of sucks, right? Because you're pushing up here for NYSE Open. We have gas crisis in our country right now. Just got pulled.
They just got pulled a few seconds ago,
I'm
bro.
telling
Look
you,
at
they
that.
put them up there so the market gets there, and as soon as it gets there, they're gonna fucking put them on as buys.
Bastards.
Like,
They're messing around.
Psychology there, like orders don't come in like that randomly at that kind of level against against the massive, buy trend, against all these rejections, higher time frames pulling up. And they might get there. They might pull these orders up here just so people enter there. Market rides up against them, and that's where they'll get in. They'll add them back on up higher in the range, or at the next resistance. Those are truly sellers. But psychology, they just don't come in like that, and you're also getting a higher time frame closure, and you're pulling into NYSE Open right now, right?
I was gonna say, not taking anything before 9:30. And the previous 15 closed no top wick. It wouldn't be a bad position to think about, but it did have a bottom wick first, so it might still push up and then come down later, or it might have a massive top wick before it comes back down. You never know, and so yeah, wouldn't make sense to take a position now.
Yeah, this is ass.
It's not. There's not much movement. Also, PPI didn't really do that much. It red numbers, but it did push up on gold. That
Yeah.
made sense at that point in time. So.
Bro, PPI
but
used to be a massive move.
that was it. I mean, we're not
Years
seeing
ago.
much right now.
PPI, CPI used to be massive moves a few years back. Now
Yeah,
it's
remember
like, because it's all relative, right? In relation to what the market's moving and what Trump does.
Yeah.
That shit's like a 2-minute candle.
At the time, back in like 2021, 2022, I was trading Dow Jones and I was doing CPI at the time. Bro, that thing would shoot up like 1,000 points, which was like 10,000 pips on gold, basically. And, you'd be able to make like $40,000 in like 2 minutes. It was absolutely insane. And then one day it just would shoot back down and then take you out, whether you had a buy stop or a sell stop. And it would hit you both and you both stop loss on both. And you'd be like, oh my God. So you couldn't trade like that anymore. You just had to.
Couldn't trade like that on gold anymore either. This shit's pulling up.
Nah, I haven't done that in a very long time. Not playing around with my money right now. I love my money too much.
Gonna eat a cream puff. What up, Kenny? What's the deal, fam? Yo, I should have gotten some of that Cuban coffee like I did yesterday. I was fucking wired. Dude, yesterday, it was like tunnel vision. I was looking at my computer screen through a wormhole. Ouch. I don't know how that's not a performance enhancing drug. Took a low risk sell. I would say that's pretty high risk to sell here. Any trades in Asia? We didn't get it on stream. We got it outside of stream. Yeah, we caught over 50 pips in the signal channel. Oh, these cream puffs. Belgian cream puffs. If the Belgians know how to do anything right, it's dessert. There's no such thing as low risk sells right now. I think you meant you didn't over risk, right? You didn't over leverage, but the trade itself was pretty risky. You're behind. Right? You want to enter when you're ahead probability wise. You're behind here probability wise. This is interesting though, because we're pushing up above here. Quite a bit of room here above 48.10. What's the small time frame looking like? This 15 level sucks. See, the thing about this is even if we close above here, the range, right? That candle extended up until 48.20. This candle came up to 48.20. So 48.20 seems like a target area. And if we're looking for a close above 48.10, let's see, we might have a wick fill, right? We might have enough range for the wick fill and go break even, but yeah, I think above 48.15 would be optimal in terms of buys. Buys might not show up here right now, right? If we get buys, right? We might print our little resistance here and then get that closure above. Right? We might respect 48.15 or 48.10 levels. But all right, we could see something like this. And then we just need that closure. We are pretty extended, pretty overextended on this push up. But for NYC Open, we could see volume. That's how we could trade it on an overextended side, right? But we would need that closure above there and to have a bit of a top wick. Then we could trade it coming up. But since we don't have that, well, just yet, it doesn't look like we're getting it. Any closure, any bullish closure, if we respect resistance and print some kind of range, on a smaller time frame. Sorry, I don't mean to be so monotone, but kind of been like that. It's like it is what it is. Same thing over and over and over and over. Right? We have
No,
structure.
you that Cuban coffee, so that monotone be go away.
Yeah, I get that Cuban coffee. I'll be fucking running. I pull this chair up and have my feet dangle because if I let them down, I'll fucking take off like the Flintstones. But yeah, if we form a little range, we're just looking for that closure above the range, and then we're not overextended at this point, right? And then any kind of bottom wick brings us up. I'm in profit now. Quick scalp B took 80%. Savage. Savage. D-Goat. Nice job, Jose. Wait. Way to read it. Oh, man. Look at this fucking closure. What are you doing? Damn, if it wasn't NYSO, we might get some sells here, gang. Yo. Interesting. I was wondering to see if we get a top wick here to 4810 areas for that sell. Top wick. Didn't really give much here. 40 pips. Not much doing here. Like, there's no clear established direction. The 4 hour is a weak ass candle with a big ass wick down to the bottom, down to 4780. Fat wick to 4815. Doesn't look amazing. No clean range, no direction. News didn't really move it. NYC open here. We closed at resistance. On the 15, on the 30, the 1 hour is at a 1 hour level. Another 30 minutes to go. We're in the last 30 minutes of the 4 hour. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great at the moment, but we know this can set up fairly quickly, right? So we might get our position. We might be out of this range. We might be really far along. Pulling at my scalp. We might be really far along out of this range within the next candle. Those stops look banging. Yeah, that's a negative. I don't know. You just closed above the most recent range for NYC open. You have a wick to fill and you have a bottom wick. The rebreak out of highs looks way better than the sell stop. But that's not to say you can't win. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it comes down and gives you what you need, and there you go. Don't let me stop you. Don't let me lose you. I'm not trying to confuse you. Isuzu. Anybody ever had a Isuzu? Half y'all in like Central Asia, like, yeah, right now, bro. Isuzu. What's a Suzu? Isuzu. It's like a ISUZU. It's like a almost Suzuki. How's the tea temperature? Yo, how many people here are mods on other streams?
I wish.
Green never came back yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He was on that.
What was that?
You're talking about Green?
Yeah, he was on the Asian session.
Yeah.
He never came back.
No, I think he got busy, but he wanted to get in there because I asked him to update some of the exclamation mark stuff. So he updated them to, to what made sense. And then, yeah. Oh, man, this is pushing. God damn.
I just told you, we can set up fairly quickly here.
Yeah, I was hoping
these
for it to come
ranges
back
in
down a
this,
little
yeah.
bit more so I could look for a possible buy limit, but
All right, now you don't. Let this shit get out
Never
of the
got there.
range. It's going to end. We want it out of this range as soon as possible because the sooner it leaves here, the sooner it creates new structure for us to. We don't want to trade this anymore. We do not like realistic. It's tradable, but we don't want to trade this shit no more. We did our thing here. Right, been there, done that. Let this shit leave. Let's do this all over again. Let's set up for new. All right. So I'm of the opinion that like this shit is played out. Let's create some new structure. Let's push out of the range, create clear, let's have a clear sense of volume, right? We're gonna see closures outside the range, aka volume. We're gonna get direction. We're gonna create a support, resistance, and we're gonna have some decent structure to trade. Some better, higher quality info at our disposal. Bilal. Damn, they're showing Beirut, and the buildings are like all leaning. How the fuck y'all live there? Buildings is all fucked. All right. Pushing out the range, pushing out the range. This is good. This is good news. Let it drive through here. Let it create a new resistance or respect an old one, but let it show what's current, right? Let's establish a current resistance. Whether it's a completely new level or a respect of an old level, let's establish a more recent resistance. Because whatever that tops out, when we come back, right, and retest, because right now we're breaking, right? When we come back, retest, and we retest old levels and establish them as support, we're going to retest the highs. And even if there's so much momentum where we don't push back to retest the highs, as long as we can form a resistance and close above that resistance, we'll look to continue with structure, with trend, with bias. It'll be a good morning. Be patient. Is it only me or the stream volume is low? I don't know what the fuck to do, man. My mic's at 90. I gotta probably reinstall everything, redo everything. I got so much work. I don't have time to finish it yet. I literally took 2 hours out of my sleep just to do extra shit that I need to get done. And it's still not enough.
Well, on the Zoom side, you sound great. So get the bundle.
Get the bundle, word. Get the bundle, get access to the Zooms, private streams, private chats, private channels, private giveaways, private signals. Everything private. Ryan's private.
Facts.
Only private. Yeah, volume's great on Zoom. It's a YouTube setting. Or it's not a YouTube setting. I'm thinking it's somewhere. It's something to do with my OBS. But it's at the max. OBS setting at the max. Maybe the wavelength. The thing is, the part where there could be an issue, where like the possible issue can exist. If I start fucking with that right now, the stream will go kaput. Yeah. The stream will be done for. Because we've tried it before and it fucking nuked our stream. It went that end on us. Less than 20 minutes to go here. Less than 20 till this 4-hour closes. This 4-hour. Five looks freaking amazing in terms of cells. That's just the 5. So we had a chance to push up here. You see how we pushed back here? We're creating a range. See how wicks are ranges on a small time frame? This whole thing is a range. Depending on how we fill this, and I think this will get filled. If we fill this and come back down in one fell swoosh, I don't mind slingshotting off these areas to drive down and get some sells. But I do believe before anything happens, we got to start coming up here and filling some of this wick. A lot can happen here. A lot. This next 15 is key. We usually see a pullback on the last 15 of the 4 hour to create some extra range. Oh, hold on a second, chat.
Bon appetit, Kenny.
Appreciate it, my brother. I'm just getting these grapes in.
Yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm like, all right. He's enjoying the breakfast.
I gotta do this more often.
What are you eating?
Grapes.
Grapes?
Mhm.
All right, nice. A little snack, legit.
I was sitting here thinking I need to do this a little more often while I'm sitting here trading. Just something light and keep me from getting hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing to do. Have a little fruit, banana, strawberry, grapes, something like that. You're chilling. You're able to concentrate. You don't go nuts because you're hungry. It's the
Or
best thing. Or you just fill yourself up with the water or tea or something like that. I think that's the
sip on
smartest
my
thing.
coffee, but and I do a smoothie, but that's usually later on when I'm getting ready to go to work. So I do get some fruit in it every day, but I'm thinking like just something like this would be perfect to just sit back and munch on and keep me from thinking about food too much until I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even notice it sometimes when you're trading because you're so focused, and then you're in the position, you get that stress, and then you don't realize, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, 4 hours just passed now. You go in there, and then it makes you less over time, so you're not gaining weight because we're sitting often, right?
Yeah.
Not many people. Yeah, it's not like we're standing the whole time. We don't have standing desks or anything like that, so you got to focus on it, especially if you don't go to the gym, because it'll get you at some point. So that's good. That's a smart a smart way of doing it. Yep.
But because I work nights,
No
I'm up.
standing desk, but standing man. Hi.
I gotta
What's that?
We don't need a standing desk. Fuck it, everybody up. Let's go. Zumba time.
I got a standing desk, but like I said,
Do
because
you have a standing desk? Yeah.
when I work nights, so I'm up all night moving around. So when I get here, this is the first time I'm actually sitting for 2 or 3 hours straight. You know what I mean? Most of the time at work, I'm moving around, sit down, move
Damn.
around. Then I finish my day at the gym usually, and then I come home. So
Right.
I sat around
I mean,
enough in bookings, bro.
For me, that's all I do, right? So I don't have anything else. This is all I do. So I sit more than I'm standing. So it's, I'll take my daughter out. We'll go for a walk and the stroller, you just get the legs flowing, juice flowing, and that's just the smartest thing to do. And it gets you out of the house as well. I mean, I see the sun daily, but it's not hitting me because I'm inside, right? So that's also an additional help for sure. It's important to stretch. It's important to wake up, refresh, take your shower, and just get your, mindset properly, and not just. And I'm actually dressed. I dress when I trade, right? Like I'm at work. I got my pants on, my shirt on. I'm not just in underwear or anything like that. So I just look at as a job, and the mindset helps you out. So yeah, that little snack is perfect as well.
When I started, I had one of the guys that I started with, like he was in one of the groups that I was in. He literally swore by he would get up from bed, go put on a suit, a tie, dress, shoes, go to the basement, sit down in front of his computer. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? He's like, I gotta feel like I'm going to work, otherwise I just bum around.
It's true. The mindset helps tremendously because people
he made it work, and he said he felt like he goes to work, and then people treated him differently also throughout the day, including in his family. Like he's at an office job right now. It's like a different mentality. I can't do it, but like to him, that's what it was. I mean, do what you got to do in order to feel like you're performing, like you could perform at your peak.
There you go.
A lot of people because they're only spending, $30, $40, $50 on a combine or on a challenge.
$39 right now. $39.
Yeah.
150K.
Have to plug it
Top
in.
One Futures. Use code Wix.
And they don't see it as an actual business, as a job itself. They see it as just whatever in the meantime or something. But they can make tremendous amount of money. And that's a thing. They have to think about that in the end. This is the very
they'll figure that out, or they won't. You know what I mean?
Correct. The mindset's got to change.
That make like $100, $200, weekly, and then see 1,000, 2,000 come in a fairly quick, amount of time, 2 to 3 weeks, and you're like, damn, I just 10x what I do at work. It's kind of tough to, to keep doing what you're doing. It's a lot of motivation right there.
It is.
The thing is, it's a lot of motivation, but it could be very misleading because the market's not that easy. But like for some people that this is, they make it work fairly quickly, and the money's crazy in relation to what they were making. Right? It's all relevant.
But if you don't adapt mentally as to what you want to do, you won't be able to adapt to the market's changing as well. You're just going to be fucked, right? You're going to be focused on the old ways of doing things and how you thought things were, and then you're just gonna throw, you know, your hat in the ring and say, okay, let's see what happens if I press buy here. Oh shit, I'm in drawdown, and you have a lot of people asking in the chat after that. Oh, I'm in drawdown. I bought at this point, at this price. What do I do at this point? And I'm like, but I mean, why did you buy? Because everybody was buying too. Like that's what you're supposed to do. You shouldn't be a layman. If you're going to be trading, you got to, you know, take your time, focus, and adapt, and then take it from there.
Trading, you know, trading
in your case.
Yeah, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but trading is like an industry. It's an industry in itself, and every trader is a different type of job position, right? You might not enjoy trading one way, but you might figure out a way where you really enjoy trading, right? So really, build the right. Don't build yourself around what like you have to do here. There's no set way of doing things. Just make sure you're enjoying how you're doing things, how you're performing, how you're, you know, how you're trading, and then build around that. Because if you're not enjoying it, you're probably, first of all, not succeeding. Second of all, it's become such a drag that it's one of the reasons you're not succeeding. So it's like, you know, an industry, an airline industry has many different jobs, from an attendant to a pilot to whatever, to the people that fucking pick up the phone call, to HR, right? Every industry has an HR department. But like the same thing in this industry, you could have any position. It could be any type of trader. You figure out what works for you, and you know that you're content with, and build around that. It's very hard to build structure around things that you don't like doing or don't enjoy doing. How the fuck did we get into this conversation? I might have went completely off topic. I'm hot.
Yeah, we were talking when you were gone, Kenny and I, about what he was eating, and then the mindset and making sure you don't forget to eat here and there, a little snack, and then getting up, moving around, and then we got into the mindset of changing, you know, how I dress when I actually start trading, and we got from there. I mean, it's all part of it, right? You don't have to really put your finger on it every single second as to what you have to exactly do, or
I put my fingers on everything.
Yeah. And when you think about it, in the end, if you get your mind right, you'll be good to go in the end. Because if you are unhappy, that means you're probably losing money. You're absolutely right. And and excuse me. And so when you are happy because you're doing things right, you are making money. That will get to your head at some point. You just got to calm down and not go nuts and not go stupid at some point, right? And then you have to adapt to everything. And then I love how we started adapting by, you know, closing partials, by securing a lot of profits when we fill a certain candle or things like that. And then, you know, that's changed a lot. So you can make quite a bit of money. And it depends what that means for you. If that's 5,000 a month, or that's 10,000 a month, or that's 2,000 a month, or 500 a month, it's all relative, right? But at some point, you're doing this in order to change your life in the future. So you just got to be smart about it, and you got to make that commitment to yourself. Yeah, yeah. I got to make about 15 to be comfortable, to be okay with all the stuff.
We counted it up. I tell you, it's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be a lot more for me, obviously, in time with all the new babies that are coming out. But it is a lot less expensive.
These new babies is coming out right now. I'm gonna get the 2026s, dog.
Right, the new model.
They dropping.
All of them coming in. Yeah. I got the new model coming in.
They got the new one fully loaded, bro.
It's a lot cheaper for me to live here in Spain than it is back home, and so I'm able to afford a lot more, which is a really good thing. So I can have more babies. So instead of having 4 to 5, I might have more. We'll see. I'm only going to stop if financially it doesn't make any more sense, or if my girl's just too old at that point.
Or
like your business said, get a trampoline. That's so funny, bro. Last night during Asian session, my youngest one walks over because she was doing cartwheels over here in front of me. She's like, "Dad, I want a trampoline." She's like all night. She was bugging me, and this morning she woke up. She's like, "Did you search up a trampoline?" Dog, if you see my ass over here like this, ain't nobody got a trampoline in their setup. Nobody. I'm about to get a I'm about to get a whole gymnastics setup over here, bro. I'm gonna be on a trampoline in these buys right now.
Do you even have enough space with the pool there? I mean, if they jump, they might bounce off the pool glass cover or something.
Yeah, no.
Might-
It's gonna be inside. My ceilings are very high. They're
Okay.
like 15-foot ceilings.
Inside.
And
Yeah.
if anything, I put the shit on the deck on the second floor. The problem
Yeah.
is, it would be dope,
Into the
but I
ceiling.
can't jump. It would be dope. I would be jumping from my balcony, from the deck, or from one of the bedroom balconies, right into the pool. But the
That's a
fucking
good role
pool got
model.
the pool got the thing, the cover on it, right? The net. So I gotta cut out like one square of the net to be jumping through. Would have been a dope
That's
setup if that net wasn't there.
That's something you do in college. Not at your
I would
house.
do that shit right now.
$33, bro. Like what the fuck?
Right. Wix ain't streaming today. Let me,
What happened?
Broke his back.
I broke my back. Spinal. 4 hours gonna close here. 20 seconds, gang. The candle on the 15. It was a really indecisive 4-hour candle before. Now we've pulled up. Now we've closed. Interesting. I'm gonna put a sell limit here. Did it tap? It hasn't tapped yet. I haven't set it yet. I want to see if it makes sense. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. Here's the deal. We did not hold a resistance level, right? We want to hold a resistance when we take that limit order. Yeah, I was looking at the 15. I thought 15 might have held here. It did not. So yeah, lit candle, likely we come back here, but I can't bank on this resistance because we did not close holding a resistance. We closed right above, right? So if we closed above, it's an indication of volume, which means we could push through here without a bottom wick. Close that resistance outside. We're coming back for a bottom wick to grab orders that would drive off. So remember how I say we form a resistance, come down and break that resistance by driving off support. But it's not happening here. Hold on, let me get rid of this spot before somebody gets confused. It's not happening here because we did not form a resistance. We did not respect one. So to drive up off support, I need a resistance. And we did. Which means, and the drive up off support means we'd need a bottom wick. So I would expect it to come down for a bottom wick if we held resistance, right? To come down for that support to eventually break the resistance. Right now, it's not there for me. If we close below here, 48.15, then yeah, that's a sell limit. At 48.26 for me. But the way it's printing right now, oh bueno.
Yeah, you would say 30 pips and then B tap on the runner if you had
No,
closed
I
bar.
wouldn't have closed anything there. the flip in this case. That's a 4-hour candle. This is a 4-hour candle right here. The 4 hour is going to need that bottom wick. And yeah, the 4 hour respected here, but
It might play out, but it's, oh, geez, look at it.
drop. Yeah,
It might play out, but it's a little
wouldn't,
tougher. Dude.
I wouldn't take it. It's off the 4-hour volume. So many times we pushed through to that next level, heavy off the top.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just because we did not respect resistance. If the smaller time frame played along here, but we closed above the most recent, we closed above this level here. I believe before that bottom wick is made, we should push up. Yeah, that was a funky reaction there, but majority of the time, large portion of the time, you will get the break of that wick, and we've been in that before. Reggie remembers off the 4-hour. Hard to set that sell limit, right? Off the 4-hour, that heavy push straight up to the next level.
And the buyers are rallying back. Apparently, Driz is saying, and 224 contracts just came in.
Yeah.
I mean, the 15 is not flipping.
If this thing comes down here right now, but
I think it would make sense for it to come back down. But
it makes sense for it to create a bottom wick, yeah.
Yeah, and then push back up, exactly. But I don't know how far down it would go, or if it actually would even do that for a decent bottom wick or something else, so that we can maybe take rebreak of the highs after that. I don't know. I don't know if we're overextend. I'd rather it push down to take a buy limit somewhere.
I think
push back up, maybe on the previous 30 or.
But that's the trade.
Lows
the flip of that candle. That's the trade. But I think we push up here.
Off the 15? Yeah.
Never doing that again. Yeah, I mean, it just didn't make. It would made, like I said, it would have made sense if we closed at resistance, right? The smaller time frames following along with the higher time frame. Yeah, you get a reaction at levels, right? This just means our levels are that good. But everything matters. We can't disregard, closures, volume, timing, bait, and candles printing base, just for the levels, just base our position. We need everything to fall in line.
Yeah. Would have played out this time, but the risk is too much based on the next level. It was just too far, like 300 pips.
Let's say this resistance doesn't hold. Your next resistance is not somewhere up here. Your next resistance is all
300 pips. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's not worth it. Doesn't make sense.
I'd rather get this bottom wick, right, to like 48.10 areas, and then come back up, and then close above here. That way, I'll be really comfortable. Up here. But don't forget, if we go to the 4-hour, we did hold, right? We did hold this level. So if we start pulling back here and closing below the range, or if we establish a range here and start closing below the range we established, we're going to look for some sells. Sells are still in play here today. Buys, we need to be above 48.27. I wonder where this pushes back to. I wonder where it creates support. Will it be at 48.15 or 48.10? Like, because if we get a leg handle here, right, something like this, but we hold this area, I'm gonna have a buy limit at this area. As long as we open up with that bottom wick, looking for at least here, right? At the very least, to end up looking like that. There's the last 15 light candle, yeah. Maybe if I had no top wick, we could have attempted it. I just didn't like that. I hate refilling the wick, right? Like made that. We've grabbed orders here. We started coming out. I don't like that. There's no way I would have taken that position. I don't think under any circumstances. You took that sell, close that flip? Yeah, that would be the proper thing to do. Maybe the 15 fill, right? The leg candle fill right there. That's what we know. That's where it's headed. That's why I said right here, this is target. See what was target on that candle? Right there. The body, the low of the body. Yeah. A good risk management. I wouldn't take the position, but the way you managed it is perfect. Perfecto.
Right after giving the bottom wick on the 15, it's flipped all the way back up and rebroke the highs, man. That's let's see if that's indicative of the trend, of the direction. I mean, I still think sales could be decent. It might just hold there and fake out and then come back down if we have a bearish closure, but we'll see.
Yeah, sales could work out. And now that we've pushed up here, and then now we've come down, grabbed the bottom wick, came back up here, I'd rather be in some buy. Sales could definitely work out, but I'd rather be in some buys. Right, options?
Yeah, I mean,
and I wouldn't mind some
now,
buys from 48.10 either. If we come back here, the steep stop.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Because the pushback down from this area, right, would look something like this, which means that's entry, and it falls in line with the previous resistance that where we could establish support, right, somewhere down here, and well, besides the fact that it falls in line, it just sets us up for a heavy stop. The 168 pip stop. But if you do get in there, let's see.
So we're not overextended in your opinion?
No, we are overextended, but if we pull back here, that's a support area, right? If we can establish support there.
Yeah.
And there's precedent tapping this
below
area,
that level
down here.
If you do close below that level at 48.10 and it has a bottom wick and then it creates a top wick first, wouldn't the sales make sense at that point if it re-breaks the lows that it had created?
No, it'll have to form a range here. You'll need a range 2 breakout. You're selling against the trend, against the bias there, the 4-hour closed bullish. I would need a range 2 breakout here. So okay. I see what you're saying. Wait, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. You're saying this. Right. And then can we just head down here? And We can. But I would, if that happens, if this happens, I would rather it have a range 2 breakout, which means I'll want the range here to form. Right, if this range forms here, right, this is now support. One, range 2. Right, a break of range 2 I will take. But I'm gonna want some kind of range to form here. On smaller time frame, bigger time frame, I don't care. Just we come down here. Range to form, hopefully somewhere around here is resistance that we can drive down from. Well, resistance is here, but top wick we could drive down from. No, this won't be a top wick entry or anything like that. Be a break of the lows. What trade you looking for, cutie patootie? Don't talk to me like that, bro. Talk to me like that. Like it.
Only the mods can talk to him like that.
Only the mods could call me at 2:49 a.m. and whisper guilty pleasures in my telephone. Gold is struggling in this area.
Yeah, I mean, 15 is closing and it might actually even close bearish, bro. But it's doji for sure right now.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if we can get a candle. Will it do what we drew up for it to do? Hey, Wix. What the fuck is that? That looks like an Armenian last name. Or... That's somebody from System of a Down. That's their last name, bro. Guy's cursing at me in Swahili or something. I did not take your money, my friend. Wrong scammer. By the way, there's a lot of scam accounts right now popping up of Wix 9, Mix 9, Wix 9. So be careful. Don't hit me up later. Be like, yo, I want a refund. And take your shit. Somebody else did. Shouldn't have been trying to make 5K off an email. F15 did not close bearish. Well, it did. It closed doji bearish, but doji did not get a bearish closure. Yep, nothing doing. Tick 7. Yeah. Dix 9 without the E at the end. Dix9 without the E. She would say Dick's 9 inches. 9 in. $300 sell contracts came in. Market execution.
Yeah, I mean they went in at the top. We're just holding strong there, and this 15 is just no bottom wick, top wick like the previous one. Bro, I have no idea. This session has been a little slow, to be honest with you.
It's been moving. It just hasn't set up. It's been slow to set up. And yeah, there's been no fireworks based on the news that we've had, right? There's been one push. Not really the news push. There's a whole bunch of news worldwide, NYC Open. Hold on a second.
And there's no news for the rest of the week either. It's gonna be a pure price action week. But I'm not stressing today. Made 75 pips in Asian last night, so it just broke the highs. Here we go. I see your lips moving, but I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Muted?
No, I was saying, yeah, I was muted. I called my license plate in yesterday, right? I called it in stolen.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So the cop is like, so was it stolen or did you lose it? I was like, honestly, I have no idea, because when I noticed it, like, you know, it was just gone. And he was like, hold on, let me look.
About the other car around the street, around the block?
No, I'm talking about the Escalade.
I know, but did you tell him that your neighbor mentioned that there was another car?
Yeah, that's not the point. Point is,
right.
I told him all that, and first though they were like, yo, you want to press charges? I'm like, press charges on who? I don't know who the fuck. He's like, well, if we find them. I was like, look, man, I just want to be able to drive. I don't give a shit. But that was when I came in. But like on the phone, he was like, so did you lose it? Or was it stolen? I was like, I'm not sure. He's like, was it screwed on tight? I'm like, I think so. He was like, hold on, let me look. Oh yeah, I think it looks like it's screwed on pretty tight. I was like, what?
What?
He's like, yeah. It looks over here. It looks like it was screwed on pretty tight. I was like, what do you mean? You can see my car? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I can't see my car. How can you see my car? He said, no. He's like, I got over 300 pictures and videos of it. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. From every license plate reader, every camera that you pass by here, I got you pulled up right
now.
And he's like, I'm looking at your license plate right now. It looks, I could see it's screwed on pretty tight. So somebody probably stole it. Doesn't look like it would have fell off on its own.
Oh my God. I never thought about
you know, like 90% of like Florida intersections have cameras on them.
Wow.
So he's got me on like every intersection, every time as I pass a school zone, everything. He got me everywhere. Not in terms of like tickets or breaking the law, but like he just pulled it up and he's got videos, images, like everything, resolution. They could track me every little move based on the intersections that I went through.
So did he see it after?
Like literally, if you go to Florida, like if you guys haven't noticed, almost every single intersection has a camera. They're not red light cameras, they're not speeding cameras, but like 90% of intersections, especially big, they all have cameras, like I guess security, surveillance, whatever it is.
So was he able to track it? based on when you told him that you lost it?
He said it
The scalp?
hasn't. The plate hasn't come up anywhere yet. It hasn't been
Appeared
scanned.
yet?
So no, it hasn't passed. It hasn't been worn on any car because one of the cameras would have picked it up or one of the lights. He's like, if it picks
So
it
yeah,
up, it's gonna
somebody
come in
stole it and they're
stolen.
using it for something.
Yeah, but and he was like, look, if we report it stolen, you probably get a free replacement. If you say you lost it, you're probably gonna have to pay. I was like, yeah, this shit's definitely stolen. Look how tight this shit's screwed on. He's like, yep.
Yeah, I put in the chat something for you. This is you would have to get something like that. It's a plate safe stainless steel locking kit. It's a chain that goes around the license plate that people can't remove unless you're inside the actual trunk, basically. So, or have a special tool with it.
A chain.
It's just a lot of
my
things.
license
So
plate.
put that on. What's that?
A chain around my license plate. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
It's
just
like-
just copy and paste what I just wrote there, and then look it up, and then you'll understand what it looks like.
No, I
I'm
get
surprised you never heard of that. It's existed for many years.
I don't know. I've never heard of it being a thing where people were really actively. This is probably like first or second time it's ever happened to me on a car. It's happened a bunch of times on a bike. But
Well, now you just became smarter.
what would they really want
You
to
learned
plate?
something
Yeah, like
new.
what are they gonna do with a plate? Like you can't do shit. They're gonna go commit crime, okay? But this shit's called and stolen. Like
Yeah, but remember, I told you, if they use it for drug trafficking or anything like that, or a stolen car, they're going to use a plate from a similar car, so that way it doesn't get flagged unless it actually
it will
gets
get
flagged right away.
flagged.
Yeah, but
Now
most
it will
people
get
have
flagged.
no idea. They go and just get a new one or something. They're like, I probably fell off or some shit like that. But in your case, you knew, your neighbor told you somebody was around, and you knew it was securely set up, so something's not right somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of
So-
strange because he hit me up like a few hours earlier in the evening.
Yeah, you know
He's
something,
like-
some shady's going on.
Yeah. He's like, yo, there's some random black truck that never drives around here. He's like, it's just been driving around our block, making circles.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, I don't know.
Anyways.
That's not me. I haven't noticed, but thanks for letting me know. He was like, yep, for sure.
Press charges so you don't have to pay for a replacement.
Nah, I don't. No, I just said it was stolen, but I didn't have to press charges. I don't know. There were enough people in that police department lobby trying to press charges. They had like
Well,
They had like 30 Spanish mamas. They were older. Mamas. All fucking fighting and talking about
Mamacitas.
pressing,
yeah, the favelas of
pressing
Miami.
charges, and I just needed to get the fuck out of there before I get hit with a fucking slipper. You know, there's like at least 5 patasucias walking around, and slippers start flying.
Probably a few of them with BBLs in there too. Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody selling tacos outside?
I just spotted me yet. You know what I'm saying? Midday, you ain't got nothing to do. Yeah,
I would be paranoid, bro. I just went yesterday and I bought like extra cameras. I'm gonna set up some different angles. I'm putting a camera across the street to look at my house from across the street. How about that? I might set up a fucking helicopter surveillance.
Sure.
Just have a little
Sure.
drone above the house filming down,
There you go.
see what the fuck happens. Just have it there
There you go.
overnight. How long does a drone stay in the air?
Depends on the battery capacity.
Well, before needing a charge, what's like the best that I can get?
I don't know. An hour, 2, something like
An
that.
hour?
If you
I'm gonna need
spend-
like 10 drones.
You
For the
spend
night.
like a few thousand. Yeah.
Just one
Yeah.
goes down, the other one comes up.
That was some Scarface shit.
An
Scarface.
hour, damn. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them working in continuous fashion, just one up, down, just for 10 hours straight.
People usually will put a camera in their tree across from the house, and then pointing towards the house to help them see things like that, and another one off the street. People don't notice them, just in the tree there, connected to Wi-Fi. SD card that captures whenever there's movement. I think that's something you might look into.
I need some surveillance drones. Are the Reapers for sale? I'm about to talk to the government. Need me a Reaper drone.
I think Biden gave them all away to other countries when he
Oh,
was
to Iran?
quote unquote president. Yeah. he just left them to all the other countries, all the reapers.
Yeah, we don't need 14,000 Humvees. Let's give them up. Who needs Hummers? The Iraqis definitely do. The Syrians do. An Iranian, a jihad? No, what is it called? Jihad, right? The Iranian drone. We have the Reaper. They have the Jihad.
Trust me, they got plenty of money to replace anything they gave away.
Word. The U.S. We like, bro.
Their defense budget is plenty. Trust me.
Bro, an error in the defense budget is like $25 billion. That would be like an error. That's like a regular error that they would make. Like, whoops, just made a mistake there. We're off by like $40 billion. It's okay. That's how big their budget is. Just small mistake in the counting over here. And, you know, Rhonda in accounting was up late, partying late. A small little mistake. It's all right. 40 billion here, 40 billion there. They round up in millions. We over here just like throw us some crumbs. Yeah.
I was hoping for no top wick on this 15. It's a very small one, but no top wick.
Oh my God, more news about the Strait of Hormuz. What about the gays of Hormuz? Nobody cares about the gays of Hormuz, only about the Straits of Hormuz.
I saw the damn thing
You saw the
on
video?
X. I couldn't believe the person was literally responding as if it was real.
It
It was absolutely ridiculous.
What a dumbass.
Oh my God.
So don't you think we need to concentrate on the gays of Hormuz as well? We can't just be saving the Straits.
God. People are so dumb. Bottom wick first on this 30.
Yeah. I don't like it. The 4-hour close respecting. I really expected the 4-hour to have a steeper bottom wick. Maybe come back down here to the most recent resistance. If we were able to have this bottom wick down there, I don't mind taking a buy limit here at 48.27 because I don't expect it to come back down there. Right now, a buy limit off this area, the bottom of this range that we're trying to fill, it's somewhere over here. Those are solid levels to take a buy limit off of, but I need to be sure that we're not coming back down for that 4-hour bottom wick. That's why I would rather us break down here, come back up, right? And if we get that kind of fake out, we can look for that bottom wick entry. Right? So either we drive through here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, wrong color. Either we drive through here to eventually these colors. Eventually come back down, right? By this time we'll get an hourly closure. We'll get other closures. Right? Come back down here. And then we can start looking to play that bottom wick and see if we can ride up. Right? This would be entry. This would be stops. And TP would be the top of the range. But right now, if we don't get that higher time frame closure, right, and push up, create that resistance, and come back down here, right? As we pulled up here and we start coming back down, I'll be under the impression that this should break, and we should break this low here. So that's why there's no buy limit here just yet, because this 1 hour can absolutely pull back and close back in range. Right, we're just pushing it. But if it pushes through, we get some closures, resistance, and start coming back to this level, then yeah, I'm looking for buy limits at 48.27 flat. Like 48.27.5 maybe. No sell limit? Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right there. See? Candle, no bottom wick, straight drive up. I told you, next candle quite often can be no bottom wick, continue drive up. A lot of bullish volume. Hasn't needed to pull back to support to keep re-breaking resistances. But in that case, we don't have an edge. So when it does create a resistance and does come back to support, we will take advantage of it, right? Gonna molest the markets when that happens. Until then, you know, don't be the one getting molested. Stay the fuck out. Wait. The Roslyn Guide to the Gold IRA. Protect your IRA with no gimmicks, no hassles, fast and reliable shipping. Make gold your new standard. Operator standing by. Is printing pretty ugly? Well, pick one. Which one is it printing? Pretty or ugly? Yeah, it's printing buys, sells. I'm gonna need you to pick one. Stop using oxymorons. Make gold great again? Gah! Gah! Gah. Okay, I'm in sales now. I don't believe you. Prove it. Stop using oxy and talking to morons. True. Low resistance, liquidity run, enjoyer. Oh man, I need a cafecito. A culada. Fuck I need right now. Have my eyes out here like this. Do you have course for your trading strategy? Yeah, it's outdated. Probably gotta update it. It's not probably, it's definitely outdated. We are in a completely different place in our trading now. The optimizations that have happened since then, the building that has happened since then, right? The addition of extra floors since then. Yeah, it's and it's gonna be updated. It's just next few weeks are gonna be spent me doing a lot of taping. I gotta tape a lot of shit. Got to tape. Getting the bundle will help me understand your wick strategy. Or get the bundle. I hope you get better. Get the bundle and get better. Hmm. 4 minutes here. Oh. This freaking dog, man, he just comes over and he puts his paw on my elbow and he's mad heavy. He does it and he puts all his weight onto it, so I pay attention to him. It's always drooling too. All right, it's 4 minutes on this candle. Then we get into the last 15 of the hourly and London close time. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we close this area, right? So look at this. There's a level that runs across the border. Right there. Right? So if we're able to respect this area, open up with a bottom wick to that area, yeah, I would like. That would be something. If we close below, obviously, I'm going to be under the impression that we're heading back down to the most recent resistance, 4810 areas here to create a support out of it, which means we can probably look for buy limits right there. It really depends on how we open, how we close. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go pick a couple of pulls that I Cryptic Crown I kind of like, and we'll be right back into the full swing of things. I think positions are very close to setting up here. 4810. 5 possible entries on the next candle or the one after that, the next 15 or the next 30. Floating 110. This is exactly why you guys need to get the bundle. There's out here floating 110. Oh man, where's my lighter? Fuego. Dame fuego, por favor. Benny, move over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that 30 is nice. The hourly don't got a bottom wick. We might be coming down for that bottom wick, and if that's a fact, or if that's the case, man, sells would not happen here. There'll be no sells off this candle. If we're talking buys, I want them off 48.10 areas. There might be sells, though, if we create a bottom wick, come up all the way here, and then re-break that bottom wick. So, okay. Buys are possible at this area, but just not for us. I'm not going to have any buys at 48.15 areas because there's no precedent for it. There is precedent at 48.10 areas. So if we start coming down here, 48.10, highly likely for a buy limit. We'll see. We're about to get that 4-hour flip, though. Flippity pippity. Gonna need some candles. Some more candles. Probably another 15 to help us here. These levels suck. Is it this one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Right? That's why you wanted to clear all the. Let's see where this 30 closes. 12 minutes here for the 30. That's going to close the hourly, right? So we want to see what the hourly does here. If we close like this, I expect the top wick on the next hourly. A lot of time here. Although you'd expect the top wick on the next hourly, but we do have precedent for no top wick at this level. You see that? Drop from there came with no top wick. We close bullish above there and open up with a bottom wick. I will expect the top wick on the hour. Nothing doing here. We're still waiting, and we're gonna be waiting until very least next hourly candle, 10 minutes from now. So if you got something to do, go do it now. You got to make sure you're back before the closures. So maybe about 7-8 minutes you have. If you need to go smoke, go to the bathroom, you go grab a bite to eat, a drink, coffee, whatever it is. You got about 7-8 minutes, and make sure you're back. We will reevaluate what we want to see here. All right. Give me a second. I'm not going to be gone that long, but give me a second. I want to go finish that J, so just sit there. Yeah, chatter going on at this time. Guys locked in here, huh? Yeah, penny too heavy right now.
We got 40 seconds left on the hourly. Let's see.
Quite a few things can happen here, but I like the fact that we're printing some kind of support here, because if we push up here, whenever we come back here, be a nice buy limit off that area, right? Because we could see something like we were expecting yesterday, remember? That push up, we might see something like this. Right. See this. Right, and whenever we come back to this area, buy limit for us. Look for something like this. That area. The hourly closed here. Closed, holding. Take a buy right here. I just took a buy. Quite late. If anything, I'll wait for it to come back and give me a steeper bottom wick. But I think we have a chance to push up here. Fill some of that wick. Probably get a better entry on the live here.
Did you say you took a buy, or you're waiting for a buy, or
No, I took a buy. I took it a bit late, because by the time I clicked it pumped up 20 pips.
Okay.
Literally, it was just a quick pump in a split second. So I have it open here. Yeah, I didn't
You're
take it
looking
on
for a pineapple now?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a pineapple. I don't think it's gonna be a heavy pineapple. I'm gonna take it here, because there's a high likelihood it comes down 48.10. We shouldn't have retested that low. But I still have a buy up there. Really looking for a top wick on this 1 hour candle. Kind of leave it open. It's a bit late for me to take it now, so I just won't open it on the funded, but the live is open. Entry is 48.2. I don't like entry here. I don't like that when I press buy, it pumped up. That I should be up about 20 pips here. But I think I'm gonna close it here at -20. Yeah, I'll close it here at -20. I took a half position on it because I think it's gonna pump down here. That was my advantage point. I was looking to take a buy right here to the flip, and as soon as I clicked it, it was already up here. That was my. So if I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, yeah, I would have been BE by then. Tried to snipe it really quickly. I didn't expect the reaction that quick. saw this level a bit too late where there's a overlap of levels here, and then it's also a level on a smaller time frame where the overlap is. This really was ideal off that level, but you're just looking for that reaction. Now that it comes back down, I just like, you don't want to be in there because it's likely to head down to that next support. You want just that reaction. Wix got a pound. This will go deep, so please give me your best to get my shit together. Stops. What? I'm in a state of mind where I feel I just need to blow them. Like, man, stop trading, but keep watching. Yeah, there it goes. It just, that made sense. There you go. Vantage point 48.26. So it opened me at 25.9. 48.26 your advantage point. I probably saw just feel my training results make me a horrible person in my girlfriend family's eyes. It's not your results, bro. It's the way you go about getting those results. Not just your performance. Yeah, your performance will obviously improve everything. Your performance would improve that, but look, not everybody loses trades and then everybody hates them, right? Like it doesn't happen. It's just, it really, wait, you know what? Let me focus on this position here. There's going to be a buy limit here, 48.10. Fuck. Well, scratch that buy limit. Yeah, I was gonna say it's really about how you go about doing it, right? You can have a second job that's making money to cover whatever your expenses are while you're getting this straight. You just got to work harder, right? You can prioritize trading, but you can't prioritize it all day long where nobody else has access to you, where they start to resent contacting you or reaching out to you because you're too busy, right? So we are in buys. No. I had a small position here, a little less than half over here off a bottom wick, but by the time I clicked it, it pumped up here, so I closed at -20. Like -20 on a half closure. Oh, -20, 27, 28. Where we at? Pineapple? No, I closed that. As soon as it didn't give it to me and pumped up here, it was just the easy tell on a smaller time frame that it's gonna come back down, so I closed it. I don't mind taking small, like my wins are pretty big. I don't mind taking small losses from time to time. Just, it's not about minding losses or not. It's just I know where to manage risk. I tend to manage risk before candles break down. Very rare for me these days to hit a full stop. I mean, it happens, but very rare. Albania's waiting for you? You guys are scary. Albanians are all crazy. I can't fuck with you guys. You guys are just wild. Every Albanian I've ever known, has been a nut job. You guys are You guys are all nut jobs. Not in a bad way. It's just you're too crazy for me. A little late to the party, but
Yeah, this can still come down. I mean, it's hitting the level. It needs to break the lows, push back up, and then come back down for it to make sense. But your level at 48.15.6, if you had a buy limit, you would have caught it nicely.
you know,
Would have
I
caught.
don't trust it in terms of precedent. It was a level we needed to close above, but there's no precedent for a bottom wick entry there. There's no closure. We might create that precedent
Yeah.
now, right? There was
Okay.
previous resistance. We might create that, and then we might have some buys to retest the highs, but no top wick on this hourly just yet, right? Expect that to happen.
You got into the buys expecting or hoping for a top wick. That's what you said, or that's what you're looking for.
No, I said there's no top wick yet, so buys are definitely still in play.
Right.
Hold on, we might have that 48.10 position. No, we won't. 48.02 will be the buy limit. It won't be up here at 48.10. Yeah. It really depends how we close here. Let's see how we close. If we close respecting 48.15, yeah, I'm down for 48.10 off a bottom wick. If we come down here now, it's 48.01, 48.02 flat. Put a buy limit. Minutes here on this 15. Come on, give us a lick handle here. New 15 here. All right, top books being made on the 15. What we want to see here is this. What I want to see here first. This is what I would like to see. This would give a minor, almost a no bottom wick, a no wick closure. We would have, which means no range to come down. We would have no wick on top of the hourly here, which means we should come up and make one. And it makes the next candle bottom wick entry at 48.10 that much easier. But I need this candle to flip and close like candle. Right? That would 15 like candle, 30 no bottom wick, the 1 hour no top wick expecting to make one, right? The 4 hour also. Oh no, 4 hours got one. Let's see. What a bearish flip of this 15. We don't want this ride up happening just yet. Okay, there's the top wick. Can you come back down? It's back down here. Come on, 15.
Now that it opened this way and that it created it this way, you'd want to have the buy limit at 48.02 instead of 48.10.
So
I mean, at 48.10 because it
if
never
we get
came
this
down.
leg
instead of
candle, a
48.02.
48.10 is the buy limit.
Yeah, that's what I. Sorry, I said the wrong numbers, but yeah, okay, cool.
If we get a leg candle, if we push up above here, 48.18 buy limit. 48.18 flat. That would close the 30, right? If we push up, the 30 closes respecting this area above it. So I'd expect the bottom wick and finally the hourly bullish flip. If a support is made, because this would be a 15 fake out, right? You have a support here, close below it, now you close back up above it. That's a fake out, right? So if the 15 fakes out, the 30 holds support. The 1 hour doesn't have a top wick, right? This is the closure. This is a fake out. Shoot, entry might be this. So expecting a small bottom wick. So let's see what it does right now. There's a lot of time left. 9 minutes. Shit, we could just drive up for all we know. We can break that high and come right back down for all we know, right? So wait here. Will you buy or sell after backing down? I'm not sure what you even mean by backing. Looking to get in. Actively looking to get in on these candles. Just need a closure. Can't do much without a closure. Ooh, it'd suck as a 30 leg candle. That would suck.
Yeah, and 30 is about to flip, but we still have 9 minutes.
Yeah, you got
We'll
9
see.
minutes. I just don't want it to close the leg candle.
Yeah. If it does, I'm calling it a session.
Yeah, but if we close like it is right now, oh no, if it was bearish, yeah, a lot of bullish volume probably gonna fill the wick, but nothing for me here just yet.
Yeah, you would have had to hold drawdown of 100 pips for about 20 minutes
That's not even but
before getting profit.
because typically what happens in those situations, right? If when I close out early, I'll 20 pips is nothing, but a lot of times as it comes back against you, you'll get the better entry. So we'll still ride up and get to those profits, but we'll do it from a better point on the charts.
Yeah.
But we'll get way more than freaking 20 pips here on the next trade.
You want to update the session trades accordingly?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm waiting for this to play out.
All right.
Hold on, Benny, I got you. 3 minutes here.
Go 30. Well, it's like one.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's no top wick. Motherfucker.
Rash that idea. Jesus.
Yes, I didn't put it there because we might have gotten the top wick and then it was just a spike, right? Top, bottom, and that's why I was waiting for us to open up to the downside first. Yeah, you can delete that. Yeah, bottom wick first would have been nice. Since we opened up to the top side, 30 leg candle would have been better in terms of sells. Now we play this game. Yeah, that was London close, gang. That's the London close volume. I want to see if we push up here, maybe another 15 or 30 candle, and then I'll call it. I want to see if we can set up here. There's room. Like, this is clean range up here. We're gonna have to close up there, and Sells are possible as well, honestly. Kind of annoyed that went straight up. Solid level here. You good over there? Outside. No, it's nothing. Te la he oído, no te la infecto. Poquito. Los de que pasa. A todos. You don't work with that Asian kid no more. I work with everybody, bro. I honestly work with everybody.
Muted, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't hear him speak, but
Yeah. Oh, the Zoom was muted. My bad.
oh, okay.
I work. Yeah, I think that's what's up. Yeah, I work with everybody, bro. There's no competition anywhere here. Only grind is versus poverty and like collaborating. There's so much possibilities that are setting up. Like, I wish this was early in the New York session that it looked like this, because there's so much potential throughout the session here. I think there's gonna be positions here at around 1:32 p.m. If it wants to play nice and play along, right? If we can get this push up here, 48.28 becomes a very solid level for pancakes if we are able to respect 48.33 on a drive back down. So closure above 48.33, bottom wick to 48.27. We keep creating higher highs, higher lows, and we'll be on a merry way up. We just need some closures. So the way I look at it, you're probably going to need, right? You have noon coming up here for this closure. Right. So this gives you close. We're able to come back down here. Or even better, we're able to come back down like this. This is a lot of range to fill this top wick. Next candle, that's the range we'll play. So if this is, right, 12, if this is 1, this is like a 2, this would be like a 4-hour closure. And if the 4-hour closes here, what does it look like? Look at the 4-hour. If the 4-hour closes there, what the 4-hour will look like. I don't think he likes the 4-hour candle. But if that's right, if the 4-hour closes like that, and this is what we look like by 2 p.m. here. So if this is noon, this is 1, right? The 2 p.m. candle, which is the new 4-hour, all we're gonna need is a bottom wick opening, right? Come down, create that bottom wick, and then we're looking for this, the fill here, right? And the fill, the rest of the light candle on the hourly, which would on the 4-hour look like. That's all that's happening. There's so much potential here. And buy limits here work out perfectly. And then if we look to the left, there's also precedent for it from these areas. Right there on the hourly. Board form right there. You can use these stops. I'll probably use this stop right here. You see the overlap of the candles right there. That's a level. You see that closure right there. So there's precedent that's happening on multiple time frames. And if this all prints out like this or similar to this, then you're getting you're getting the bias also, right? You're getting the volume, the bias, and the levels, and all the criteria for the levels. And then you're just going to need the candles to follow along and print in your favor, aka lit candle or no bottom wick or a bottom wick opening here. Respect of this level is key. This is key. We gotta close above it. 48.33. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this hourly through, but I'm really paying attention to a push through here so we can come back to these areas. Later, Tom. Yeah. People at the Zoom door. Come in. On the week, we are up 100 pips. A little over 100 pips. On the month, we're up close to 2,000. Thanks for today. Have a great rest of your day. Later, Tom. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm calling it too, Wix.
Right. I'll call in like 17 minutes, 20 minutes if we don't print anything. Yeah, appreciate you coming through. As always, I'll see you tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks everybody for coming. Appreciate you guys.
That's what she
Much
said.
love. Yeah. See you guys tonight in Asian, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to come and show up and drop a like as well if you haven't done so. Thank you. Take it easy, gang.
And if she sees you, take her twice. As you get older, you learn too many things to say. Too many. Too many. Well, Kenny's still here. Sorta. The ghost of Kenny. Kenny at the local Wawa right now. Gaming it up with the workers. Asian session is 2 a.m. for you? Well, you're going to need to change your time zones or figure out how to be content with that, with 2 a.m. I love cuties. You guys like cuties? Shit's a GMO as fuck, but I love them. Kosiantis Kosana. It's African as fuck, too. Yeah, you would change your time zone by living in the U.S. Don't go to the West Coast. That sucks. West Coast time zone sucks. Which part of Africa do you live in now? That's wild. How you know he living in Africa, bro? Coming from the west side? Yeah, west side nothing over here, Daniel, bro. West side, I don't even go to the west side of Florida. I don't go to the west side of my city. East side. He said, that's crazy. I'm Japanese. Which part of Africa you live in? I'm from the West Coast. Yes, time zone sucks. Yeah. It's nice living there. I mean, okay, it's a nice climate. Sucks. The taxes suck, and your time zone sucks. Climate's cool. I like the fact that in Cali, you can be on the beach at like 10 a.m. and then by like 3 p.m. you could be, you know, snowboarding down a mountain. Nah, I'm playing. You guys hit it on the nail, South Africa. Yeah, I live in San Diego. San Diego is fucking dope. I want to have a beach house in San Diego. LOL, he knew it. I knew it. I'm the one that said that's African. 10 minutes. We're gonna end the day here in the blue, in the green. I was from Botswana originally before I come to Guyana. Botswana, Guyana. You got any blood diamonds? No. No Sierra Leone. I've been on stream for 3 years. What do you mean welcome? Just join if you're already taking a trade at the time. I was sucking back. Have a look. What do you mean welcome? It's like introducing yourself to your mother. Hi, nice to meet you. Bitch, I gave birth to you. Welcome again. Nice to meet you again, Mom. $5 minutes for the hourly. That takes us noon. Oh, there it go. There it go. Perfect. Amazing. his fucking candles are possessed. What are we doing here? I think Wix 9 is going to have to perform a seance over here. I have to do a gold exorcism. These demons out of it. Six minutes here. It doesn't look like much is going to happen here in 6 minutes. Just being honest here. It looks like we need another hour, another hourly candle, maybe a 30-minute candle. But we at least need a couple of more candles to print. Maybe a 30-minute, I mean, because that will give a few 15-minute candle closures. And at that point, I'll be able to see if we were able to push up and then the candle brought us back down, or if we're just continuing to push up. But I would really like the hourlies come up here a bit more, just so when we come back down, we can have these buy limits at 48.28, 48.27 areas. Well, that's what we'll be looking for, or maybe some kind of maybe some kind of support established here. I respect here. Don't forget, gang, 8 hours from now, less than 8 hours from now, Asian session will be live. Make sure you're back here. Make sure you show up over here. If we close above, there's a possibility for us to have positions on the next candle. I'm going to need a clear closure above, and then a top wick made, and then a drive back down here to support. If we can get to 48.27, there'll be no entries there. But there will be an entry on a break of the highs if we're able to do that. So candle's able to break the highs here, right? In this area. And come back down. So we look, kind of end up looking, right? We kind of end up looking like this. Right? We want that top wick to be made there. And then come back down. If we tap this area, I'll have a buy limit as we break the highs there. That way we end up looking this. But first thing's got to happen. Closure above. If it doesn't close above, there's absolutely nothing from you off the next hourly. A lot of indecision here in terms of the smaller time frame. We're holding this level. Bullish on the 4. The hourly is almost a doji candle, just a weak candle. A lot of range, but a weak candle in terms of volume and direction. Good range. Close below the range, I'm just going to call it here. And we will take this into the signal channel. I will be trading in the signal channel probably the rest of the day, throughout the day. I just don't sit at the computer. I check the charts maybe every 15, every 30-minute closure just to see where we're at. But I will be trading throughout the day. I'm looking to really have a nice push here, up or down. There's some clean range. Ideally up, and we get this closure for the next 4 hour. Yeah, we closed here back in range. Can we see some kind of push down? Maybe a push back up into these areas and a rebreak out of lows. Want to bullish above the range. I don't like this area. We closed above the 1 hour, but we did not close above on the 30 or the 15. Okay, yeah, so there's no sells here. Possible buys if this happens. If this 30 is able to come down here, break this low, grab these orders, give us a closure above the range, right? If we get a gladiator candle here like this, I will be looking for buys in the break of the highs as long as we're able to tap into that body low here. Right, I'll be looking for a buy right there. Break of the highs, but we must tap that low there, and we must break here, and we must close back up above. So quite a few things still have to happen in order for us to be in positions here. Yeah, sells are possible also on the break of the lows. If you were to have a top wick, if you were to come up, it would give yourself a steep top wick and then re-break the lows. That's possible, but right now you've kind of eaten up a lot of that range, and that sell now gives you 15 pips to the low, versus where if it would have been here, it would have been 40 pips to the low, 50 pips to the low. Yeah, nothing doing here. We respected this level, so right now we did not close above the range. It's going to take quite a bit to set up here. I'm gonna call it a session here. Wicks, after creating a support, how many candles you give you enough info or confirmation of price moving up or down? Really depends. It could be that same candle. It really depends on how the time frames are lining up there. It's a very individual approach, right? If you have a specific example in mind, I can tell you where to look at, what to lock in on, what's the tell, right? What's the easy tell there? But it's really based on the trade, on the levels and the time frames at that moment, right? It's not a certain amount of candles I give it. It could be that candle, it could be the following candle, it could be the next 30, but which would be 2 15-minute candles. It's not about me giving it time, or just about what is it presenting me with at the moment, and it is the presentation, is whatever it's presenting me matching up with what I'm looking for, what I need to happen, right? Because it's not just like, oh, where are we at here? That means it sells. Oh, if we're here, it's buys. No, if it's just, it depends. Is it giving us something that we're looking for or not? That's the question. The question, you guys are always like, buys or sells, and that's the wrong question. Buys or sells is not, you know, what you need to figure out. You need to figure out, are you seeing what you're looking for or not? You have certain things that you're looking for that you lock in on. If they're not happening, the market's not forcing you to buy or sell. It's not one or the other. The only choice, if it's one or the other, is it presenting you with what you're looking for, or is it not? That's your only decision. If it's not, you stay away. If it is, then you do what it's presenting you to do. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a session here. See you guys tonight. Make sure you show up 8 p.m. Eastern, or I'm gonna start a bit earlier, so maybe about 7.5 hours from now. Make sure you show up right here. We'll be right back at it. I'm going to take the rest of this into the Signal channel, and we're going to look to cash some dubs in there. So if you want to be a part of that, get the bundle to get access to all the entire private community, to everything we offer. Private channels, private chats, private Zooms, private streams, private signals, private giveaways. Yeah, Trace Take It. We had the smaller 20 plus, 27, 28. Thank you for all the knowledge, brothers. See you in Asia. Yeah, I'll definitely be there in Asia, but I'm still trading. And Signal channel, I'll see you guys in the Signal channel. Zoom gang, see you guys tonight for 8 p.m. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. As always, you guys are incredible. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session in the books. I know days like this wear you out sometimes. So it looks like it's setting up, but it's not. And you waited this long and you feel like you got to get paid for your time. You don't want to spend your time chasing back what you feel like you should have gotten paid for and didn't, right? Because you might lose money on what you're not waiting on and then make it back on what you are waiting on. No, just wait for your position, what you're waiting on, and then take advantage of it. So this way you're not chasing back your losses, but you're looking to get further away from poverty by getting some dubs, more wins, and having a positive day. See you guys tonight. Later.